starting. So,
Word.
all right. So it's just off the rip. Let's just chit and chatter. How you doing? How was your day?
I'm doing good. I mean, it was a rough Monday, but I'm here nonetheless, and this is fun. So, and you, how was your day?
Shit, it's good. It's good. I just started it. I wake up like at. Well, actually, I woke up earlier than usual today. I woke up at 11, but I usually wake up at 3. And now I'm just focusing on trying to finish a couple of edits for Friday, because I'm going on a retreat with Jonathan and Solo in a couple of days.
Mm. Oh, so you're trying to get the content out there before you go?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on it at the place, but we're gonna be there for
Mm-hmm.
like 3 days, so I don't know how much I can work on it over there. I probably can do a good portion of it. I'm probably gonna do a lot of like take the picture there, do a day of type,
Mm-hmm.
be more real. But at the top of
That's
the
fair.
show, another thing I like to do is take a fat ass rip. So I'm right now. I'm currently just packing a bowl real quick,
Uh-huh.
and I take a monster, and you're gonna have to help me out because I'm gonna be incapacitated for a couple of seconds. So you're gonna have to hold the conversation.
Gotcha.
All right. Obviously, do you have you don't have anything that you could smoke or anything, correct?
I do not have anything. No, not right
Of course,
now.
of course, of course. So, to your health, God bless America, peace in the Middle East.
Yeah. Start your engines.
Oh my lanta! Oh my lanta! Oh my lanta! Oh my lanta!
God bless America.
God bless America and the U.S. taxpayer. Uh, you do any tax return? Did you do a tax return?
Oh no, not yet.
Not yet, not yet. You gotta file those taxes. You gotta file those taxes.
I know. Not exactly something I'm excited for. Damn, it took you out. You know what? That just means that it was good. Good for you.
It's so good. A convert gets me out of bed in the morning.
I feel so honored
They-
that
they-
that's how big of a hit it was.
oh, dog, I think it's one of the biggest hit out there. All right, chill out, Rick. So, how spoiler-free review Last of
Mhm.
Us?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's going so hard right
Okay, so I can't talk about it?
now. At least no spoilers.
Not too many spoilers? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, you know what? I really like that the way that they wrote female characters.
yeah.
This isn't a spoiler. This is really just um like yeah, the women that they have on this show
Mhm.
um are not really written as like character development for anybody else. It's more like they are strong and intelligent in their own right, and I think that's really cool. I don't know, it's just
I
really neat.
agree 100% because the last episode, the one I was saying was fucking hype. I did not give a fuck about her at the beginning of the episode. I'm like, what is it? You just took me away from this important moment. Let me go back. Let me go back. Because it's like
Uh-huh.
a flashback. But by the end, I was crying. I teared up. I'm not even gonna lie. I teared up.
I know. Honestly, every episode, I don't know why. Every episode, I'm so excited when it comes out. I'm like, hell yeah, like it's, The Last of Us Sunday. And then at the end of the episode, I'm crying on the couch. I'm not really sure. And it's every week.
It's
So
so
I'm
good.
excited. And for what? Pain?
It's so
Terrible.
good. It's so good. It's such a good feeling when you could cry to a show because it just feels better. Have you ever seen Steven Universe?
I've only seen parts of it. I haven't seen it like in full context.
True fact, I have cried multiple times for those episodes. Oh my god, beautiful. Oh my god.
I feel like Steven Universe and like what is it? And like Adventure Time, they all carry that same thing where it's almost like it's so innocent that it hurts, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You know, like
They're like
losing people,
lear-
growing up, like all that kind of jazz.
it's like learning stuff as a kid.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh my god. What's it called? Joel Pedro Pascal's. I thought I wouldn't like him as Joel, but he's doing pretty good. Good as fuck.
Mhm. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit biased because I saw the what is it, the decree edit of Pedro Pascal on TikTok in like what is it, mid-January, and I have been obsessed with that man. I am his ride or die. I'm a Pedro Pascal girly through and through. Um, but I had seen some of like the gameplays of The Last of Us, and so I was like, I think he could pull it off. Like I mean, he's obviously he's a really good actor. Um,
Hmm.
and his interpret I saw this thing on TikTok or not TikTok on Tumblr that they're talking about the different Joel characters, and so they were saying Troy Baker's Joel, which is the one in the game.
Yeah.
He his is like his character is just like trying to hold back rage, right? Like not really being able to hide it that much, but it's like unbridled rage. Whereas is the Joel in the show is more like trying to hide the fear, right, of either losing or failing, but that fear is what he's trying to hide most of all, which I thought was interesting because yeah, they do seem obviously it's the same like character, but there are different not motives, I guess. Just those characteristics are really cool. I think that they're different from the show than from the game.
I do admire doing it the scared approach because I would for sure, if I was in that scenario, would hide it and be scared as well. So I do really like that part of Joel. Um, but moving on from The Last of Us, because I don't know, I just had a brain fart real quick. Um, tell me tell me about Rosie's party. How high did you get? Because I lost you like second sesh.
Oh my goodness. Incredibly. I'm honestly, I think it even lasted until what the next day in the afternoon is like when it started to wear off. It was really bad.
Hee 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 hee.
It was fun though. It was nice. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was just the most pleasant person to be around. It was real cool though.
It it's dope as fuck getting high as fuck.
Hmm.
Say what you want. Call me biased. I'm a big indulger of the herbal tea. One time, my manager was asking me what I was gonna get for Christmas, and I go, I think I'm just gonna get an herbal tea set. Nothing too crazy. Like, there's like a bunch of coworkers around me, and they know that when I say herbal tea, I mean like
Hmm.
weed. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just thinking getting some herbal tea. And she starts like, oh, really? You like herbal tea? What's your favorite?
Oh no.
And I'm like, I really like a blend of honeydew ballads and the textures of this. And she's like, I've never heard that one. And I'm like, you have to try it sometime. It's really good.
Damn.
I
Fun. Yeah.
I
Just
got
like
it.
the sleepy time.
It's just like really nice herb. It like really calms and soothes the soul. Back to Pedro Pascal though.
Word.
Mandalorian. The
Okay.
Mandalorian. Oh God,
Okay, so I
tell me,
haven't seen as I just started The Mandalorian. Honestly, I had started with watching Narcos first,
uh,
which is amazing, but The Mandalorian, I haven't seen too much, but I do read a lot about the discourse about it on Tumblr, which is really interesting. Man, I used to not be really into Star Wars, but I don't know, I'm not really sure what it is with Pedro Pascal taking up roles where he just like adopts like orphans, but I
uh,
mean, I fucks with it. I mean,
it's a
it's
good,
cute.
it's a good one.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean, he plays it
genre.
well. I mean,
It's a genre at this point.
yeah, but
Oh shit, Baby Yoda.
he's so cute. Baby Yoda, I obviously Baby Yoda is just cute because he's little and he's Baby Yoda, but like the little like cooing noises that he makes are so cute. Or like the fact I've seen that gif of him so many times in the little like spinny chair using the force to like push him,
Hmm.
like spinning in circles, and it's so adorable. I want one.
I'm actually a fan of when they punch Grogu on what's his name? Bill Hader. Bill Hader punching him in the stormtrooper outfit. That's my favorite part actually.
Oh my god.
That's a true fact. God, that hit took me out. That hit got me higher than a motherfucker. I'm not even gonna lie right now. I'm
Oh
crispy.
my god.
I'm extra crispy right now with a side of fries.
Extra crispy.
so
Damn.
so
Wait. What is your sign? Your astrology sign?
oh I'm a Sagittarius Capricorn mix. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Pisces.
Of Pisces?
So what the fuck is
I
what the was there hostility? What is there so
No, 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 because I don't
racist?
No, I don't have any like people that I know that are Pisces. That's why I was like, I'm not really familiar with what Pisces like are about, you know?
Everyone's hating. It's like as soon as I'm labeled Pisces, they hate me.
No, no, no. I just don't know. I don't remember what Pisces is. Because, let's see,
I'm like two fish.
just swimming,
I'm just swimming along, just trying to make it.
just chilling.
Just fucking chilling, bro. Like I did not do anything to you, little bro, and you're automatically hated.
I hate her through and through.
Wait, what are you
Yeah,
then?
I don't. I'm a Libra.
That sounds like a
So,
zebra lion.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Is it related?
Um, no. Well, I can't make decisions. That's, I mean, at the heart of it. Libra's
Mm.
supposed to be like balanced, and so you see like everything from both sides. But for me, it's I see it from both sides, and I can't decide what to do with it.
Oh, too many,
So
too many sides.
yeah, I mean, I don't know
Pentagon,
if, huh?
Pentagon.
Yeah, word.
A lot of sides,
Yeah, it is a lot of sides, multiple sides.
multiple. They hit the
Hmm.
Pentagon. You think it's related?
I think it was an inside job. Yeah. What sign do you think? You
It's
know what?
probably a Capricorn and a couple of Scorpion men. Oh, I mean
Real man.
Scorpio.
Damn.
My,
Wow.
do you know Trevor, the Robin at the Halloween party?
Wait. Oh, okay. Maybe? I don't remember. I don't know if you know this. I was completely out of my mind.
When did we lose you? When did we
I
lose you?
well, I was like as soon as I got there, I started drinking, and then, and then after that, yeah,
We lost you at the first drink, I guess.
yeah. Well, I mean, I was taking like I mean, what is it? Rosie made the Jello shots, and they were so good.
Holy shit, I forgot about those Jello shots. Those were
And
good too.
the jungle juice had glitter. I love women. That
They
is so cool.
they always whenever they throw a party, they always go off. Like they decorate, then they put little snacks out. They go all out.
Yeah, I was like, damn, it was just so nice.
Wonderful
But yeah,
host. Wonderful host. Did
they're
you stay the
amazing. Love
night?
them. I did, yes.
How was the
Could
sleepover? Did y'all do anything in the morning or you just fucking booked it?
Yeah, I left because I had class or I had work at 8 in the morning, so I had to like leave. But
Ah.
me and Rosie did do a nighttime face wash routine, which was really nice because me and her were both crossfaded as hell. And so like it was nice that we got to not go to sleep with makeup and then crashed out. It was
For
cool.
sure a relief.
Hmm.
I love sleeping over at Rosie's. I love sleeping on that couch. Did you sleep on that couch?
I did in fact sleep on that couch.
That couch is so goaded. Have you been to
Hmm.
Rosie's new place?
I haven't actually.
It's uh it's on the fourth floor. I got stuck in the elevator once. True fact. True fact. With
You got
Rosie.
stuck in the elevator like as soon as it closed, or what? Wait,
Hmm.
you guys posted about it, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I posted about it.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay, okay.
I got
Yeah.
stuck in that bitch.
Damn.
It was pretty fun. I kept making jokes that I was gonna eat Chris.
Was he threatened at all by this?
It was all love, no, like just like you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
He was gonna take one for the team.
For sure, for sure. But then a hostile arose, and he said he was gonna kill me later on, and so I had to strike
Oh,
first.
that's
Yeah,
wicked rude.
wicked rude for sure. Okay, okay, okay. Have you ever tried D's edibles? I
No.
know that sounds a little D's.
I was like, I feel like I'm about to get punked.
No, no, no. Carmen had this edible plug, and who became my plug, and she's so good. She can make lasagna edible,
What?
trail mix edible, anything that requires butter, she can make edible. And
I feel
one
like that
time,
takes such skill.
not for real, she had a whole menu. She had cards. Terrible day when she went out. She went under. End of an era.
Oh.
End of an era for sure. She went to war actually.
Oh?
You know, serving our country. You know,
Damn.
you know what I mean. Did you ever
Mm.
think about joining the military?
Dog, I was in ROTC at UTSA.
Dog.
Yeah, well, okay, to be fair, it wasn't like, I want to serve my country. It was like, they're gonna pay for my college.
Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. That
no.
that's valid. That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah. But it was actually, it was that semester or the spring when COVID was about to happen. So it was, what is it, January 2020. I was there. And then, yep,
How the
what is it? I put down my gun for my country because the pandemic
fuck?
hit.
Fuck. You walked away when your country needed you the most? Is that what I'm hearing, bro? What?
I don't think I was gonna help at all.
You weren't gonna fight the coronavirus?
With what?
The bayonet and the flipping stuff y'all do?
The bait.
Um, but speaking of
Damn.
COVID, how did COVID, like, what happened when COVID hit? Were you still going to school and shit?
Yeah, so I was already going to St. Mary's University, but I was in that ROTC program. So when everything hit the fan, we started just doing everything online, which doesn't really work. I mean, I didn't really do well with ROTC online. It just didn't make any sense and it wasn't fun, so I dropped it. But whatchamacallit? Okay. This really cool thing is that me and my mom are really whatchamacallit? Not paranoid, but kind of, because me and her like love zombie movies and stuff. So when we heard about something spreading around in December, about like in China there was this virus that was going around that's like killing people really quickly, me and my mom were like, hey, it's kind of like World War Z, where it's like that shit's gonna spread and soon it's gonna hit the US. And in January, I think by that time there had already been like a case or two in New York. And I think in what is it, February, me or well, I guess my whole family, but me and my mom started stocking up on toilet paper, canned goods, Lysol, medicine,
Yo,
all that stuff. So we were by the time that like people were like starting to panic buy during that spring break week, we were solid. Like we were good. We were already
dog.
not going out. So I don't know. I mean, paranoid or not, me and my mom are ready.
Y'all
We
guys were
watched,
chilling.
yeah, like ready for it. We watched World War Z to like prepare. We're like, okay, what do we, you
And
know,
prepared you were. And prepared you were.
exactly, exactly. Pretty proud of that.
I, uh, I, I don't think, I don't think we're down bad for toilet paper, but I do remember the toilet paper shortage.
Hmm.
Uh, my family gets a lot of toilet paper because we be shitting, admittedly. Admittedly. So we're cool. We're cool. But excuse moi. Um, fuck. What was I gonna say?
Damn. Hey, we were talking about COVID. We're talking about like stocking up and all that jazz.
Okay, okay. So when the time come to when like you could go back. Oh wait, actually, real quick, a little side anecdote. The Friday before spring break, best Friday. Like that was the last day of school. You know, valid. But it was just EA just came out, bro. Our first and second were a potluck. We got to eat. I was chilling. It was AV. God is good. Um, freaking. I don't even remember the rest of the day because I didn't even matter because the beginning was so good. Um, and it felt things were getting good, and then we got like 3 days, and 3 weeks, and then three
Yeah.
weeks turned into 4 weeks, and then blah blah blah. You know what happened? You were there.
I was there. No,
We're
like
all
it's
there.
crazy because like what is it gonna call it? Like people in the 40s were like, yeah, they went through like World War II, or they went through like Vietnam, right? And then we survived like a pandemic. Like that's crazy. Like our grandparents didn't even have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
I
cause
don't
I
know.
never got it. You ever get it?
I got it last year. Yeah.
GG's, little bro. Like, get on my level, bro. Did not catch that.
No, I was pissed when I got sick because for the longest time that was like my character trait. I was like, never got sick once, you know.
Got him. It feels
And
good.
then, yeah, no, and then I got sick. It was like I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't even like popular to get sick. It's like you got COVID. Like like dude, that's weird. Like where do
Immune,
you
s-
even get it from? No,
immune
yeah, like I
system,
was
little
so
bro.
embarrassed. Like,
I
eh,
think I think it's funny to do that. I also love doing like when people get piercings.
uh-huh.
I go when God judges you at the gates, you pierced your body, little bro. Come on, bro. Your your body's a temple, and
Oh my God.
it's not even because I think I'm better. I don't really want tattoos or piercings because I don't think they're gonna look good on me. It's just a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think it's
Fair.
funny. I think it's funny when people do get it. I can make that little joke. And they're like, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
where it's like, treat yourself better. And it's like, I fucking got COVID. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was breathing. That's on me, I
Like, that's
guess.
my fault. I should watch it next time.
That's on me, I guess. Did you take the booster or only the one shot?
No, I got the booster. I think there's like four now, but I only got, I think, the first two boosters. But um, I do have my what is it? Oh, you know what? Which one did you get? I was Pfizer.
I think mine was Pfizer.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. But
Um,
do you remember that there was discourse where it's like there's Pfizer, there's Moderna. Like Pfizer's like if you're cool, Moderna's like if you're like a punk ass bitch. Like it was like this whole thing. Do you remember that? That there was like
there was beef with the shots. Nah, nah. I only got the one shot. Admittedly, I only got the first two. Yeah, Pfizer. I got it right here. Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Damn, there's dust on this card. I have not used that hoe. Um,
I know.
fuck. What was I gonna say now? I was going to say. That reminds me, because I lost that, and I was so scared to not getting into concerts, because you need your
Proof of
COVID.
vaccination.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it for the longest. Still got into most concerts. Did not. No one said no once. But segue to concerts. What's your favorite concert? Have you ever been to a concert? Like, what's your favorite concert?
Um, let's see. What is my favorite concert? Okay, I feel like I went to one recently. Where in the hell was it? Okay, well,
Georgia.
we went to one in Austin, I think like a year or two ago. Oh, 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Um, and it was to go see Chloe Moriando, who is like I had watched her growing up on YouTube, and so when I went to go see her, I saw her and like these like other like bands opened for her and stuff. And her performance was really cool. But we were what was it, Emos? I don't know if that's where we were. It was like one of the big ones in Austin. But
Yeah, emo sounds right.
yeah, this band opened up for which was called Kid Sister. And obviously I hadn't really like heard of them before, but they played and they're so fucking good. It was a whole girl band, so it was bassist, guitarist, and drummer, and they were so fucking cool. Like I thought they were like first they were like hot. Like their outfits were sick as hell, right? Like so cool.
Hmm.
Their performance, like their energy was amazing. And I don't know. They like every song was like banger after banger, and I didn't know any of them, but they were like cool as hell. And there was one which they actually just released like for everyone else to like stream it.
Hmm.
It's called Sex Tape, and it was so good because I don't know, like most concerts I go to, like yeah, you jump around and stuff, but like that one was like in sync. Like it felt like the whole place was shaking. It was so cool.
Now, when you get
Yeah.
into a good pit, it it just feels you feel the song. You feel
Hmm.
the energy of the song take you. I've been to multiple pits, and I will say some pits are different than others. Like I went to Cardi, and that was my first concert.
Damn.
I didn't even know how to act. And Jonathan, Jonathan didn't even have any fucking shoes on.
Dog, what? How did you get there? Wait, without okay. Explain.
Okay, well, yeah, to explain that, I'd have to explain the day, and it's my first ever concert. I've never been to a concert once, and Jonathan goes into the group chat and he goes, "I have these extra pair of Cardi tickets. Does anyone want to go?" And I'm like, "Free tickets, like to see Cardi? I'm down. I'm
Hmm.
down." And he I go I want to go, I want to go. And you know how I said I wake up at like 3, he sent that at
Hmm.
like 9 or something, so it'd been
Hmm.
a minute. And so he's at work and he's like, fuck, Rick wants to go to the concert. I gotta go. And he goes to his manager and he's like, hey man, like I'm so sorry, but I just got these tickets and I have to go. Like if you have to fire me, that's cool, that's valid, but I gotta
Wow.
go. And so Jonathan leaves his fucking his job and comes to pick me up. And then we realize that the tickets, uh, the ones that Jonathan got, were given to somebody else. However, tickets for
Mhm.
the concert were pretty cheap. They're like 20 balcony seats, and I was pretty
Mhm.
content in just going to the balcony because I've never been to a concert. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
it, and and we go, and he's still in his Rudy's uniform, mind you, and so he was wearing sandals, and we go to the concert, and I'm wearing this. I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures of me, but it's me with a Vamp security hoodie that I bought in the venue,
Yes.
and with a vest, like a it looks like a security vest.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't, I'm pretty sure that's the concert you're talking about. I tell all my friends about that you're like crazy as hell and like that specific moment. Continue, but
I love this story so much. It's Carmen was supposed to go, but
Aw.
it was like too late. We couldn't have gone to pick her up without missing the concert, or at least part
Ah,
of it.
fair.
Um, so
Oh, you're
we
talking
get to
about
the
no shoes. So you guys, he's wearing chanclitas or whatever.
we get to the our seats in the balcony, like nosebleeds, dog shit seats, and we're like, fuck, this kind of sucks. And Jonathan's like, do you want to sneak down? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's go walk around, see scope the area. Let's see how you get to the bottom at least first. And we go and we see it's just like you flash a wristband, you go, and Jonathan's like, let's find something to wrap around our hand so it looks like we have it, and just go. And I go, yeah, let's slip in while it's dark real quick. No one will notice. And we start looking for stuff. We eventually fucking find these straws, and we start wrapping our hands around. And I get fucking nervous because I can't do it. My hand's a little bigger than Jonathan's, and
Hmm.
and I'm like, fuck. And we're getting closer to the woman, and closer. And he flashes it real quick and like walks away. But then she noticed that's not a fucking ticket. I mean, not a wristband. So she like turns around and starts pointing and calling Jonathan, and then I'm like, holy shit. This is my chance though, because I look like security. Like multiple people at the venue were like, "Are you security or some shit?" And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
don't worry, ma'am. I'll go get him right now. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. And I start chasing after Jonathan, and we like sneak into the pit. Andrew, you there? You fucking exploded low key.
That's so cool. That's so brave of you.
What? You you
It's
ex-
dope as hell.
you exploded for a second. You
Oh.
like the audio when like and and then cut out for a second. All I heard was
Oh,
all I heard was a laugh, and then I'm cool.
damn. Yeah, I was just laughing really hard.
Okay. Oh, you broke the machine. I got you.
Damn. It was that the story was that good.
It was that polarizing.
Mhm. It was so emotional. No, but that's cool as hell. Like that's so
It
that's
was
so neat.
it was pretty dope. Best first concert. But I haven't even gotten to why he had his shoes off.
Oh yeah.
And so we get into the little pit, we get around, and he's like, I already have my chanclas on. I don't want to get them ruined. You think I should just take
Oh
them
my
off, Rick?
goodness.
And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. And so he keeps them on for a little bit, but he's like, nah, screw this, and just takes them off.
Mhm.
And um, we get separated. I lose him, and the pit is crazy. At least, like, I don't know, like real hard. Well, actually, no. I've been to and and that shit. I fuck. I have to tell that story after. I have to tell that story after. Fuck. Um. So I get lost in the pit, and I have an ingrown toenail as well. It's hurting when they stomp on my
Oof.
feet, and we're vibing. There's like three different bigger pits. There's like one in the middle, one on the right, one on the left. I go to the left, and I'm like jumping for a couple songs. Like I'm in it. I'm grooving. I'm moving, and I'm like, fuck. I'm thirsty as fuck, and I go scavenge for water. And I realize I can't leave because if I leave, I don't have a wristband to come back. So I'm like, fuck.
Right.
I gotta go see. I gotta go like scavenge for real. And I see this water behind a security guard, and I go and grab it real quick, and I walk away. And that
Oh
shit
my
was the
god.
greatest water in the world.
Oh my, the most refreshing, like
hmm
best A1 water ever.
I eventually found. Do you know this girl named Goop? Sarah.
You've posted about her, or she's come up, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
so.
And I find her there, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Like I like this is when I just met Goop, and I go,
Oh,
you have a wristband. Do you think you can go get me a Dr. Pepper?" And she goes to get me a Dr. Pepper. That 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 was
that's a real one.
that was the end of my thirst.
Wow. This is why it's good to always have friends.
Exactly, exactly. There was like a couple of people at Cardi that said hi to me, but I didn't know who they were, admittedly. But that's just a bad thing with me. I forget people's names, and I feel terrible.
No, it's fair. Understand.
I've had multiple times at parties where like someone would walk up to me and they'll be like, "Hey," and I just don't know who they are, and I just gotta go improvise. Hey, what's
Yeah,
going on?
and then just go later and be like, who is it? What is their name?
Who the fuck was that, bro? No, it was real awkward this one time. I got to a party, and there's these group of girls walk up and they go, "What's up?" And I go, "Hey," and then she goes, he doesn't even remember my name, and I go, "Of course I remember your name, beautiful." And then I walk away. I'm like, I can't walk away with
I
a compliment.
couldn't.
Walk away with a compliment. Don't let them see you cry. Don't let them see you cry. Um, And so we go back to Cardi. Dude, I swear to God, he could have not been there. It was so foggy on stage.
Really?
Uh-huh.
They
And
just got like a body double.
I that's what I'm thinking, low key. But it was still good. It was still good as fuck. Best concert.
Hmm.
And that's what I'm saying about Pitts. Because I went to a Pierre concert and as you know, Cardi was pandemonium. They were like low key vibing at Pierre. Like they were dancing. There's little dance circles. I saw like people hit like moves, like spin around
Damn.
in a circle, drop that ass, boom, bam, and hit a move. It was pretty.
Like in it.
It was pretty beautiful. It was pretty beautiful.
Wow.
But an hardcore show that I was telling about earlier that I said I had to wait. Bro,
Mm.
I was with Azrael and Jonathan, and they're like, "You should come to Knock the Loose with us." And I go, "Sure." You know, I haven't heard any of their music, but I love going to concerts with y'all. And
Hmm.
we go, and I can hang. Well, I can hang for a minute. I can hang, but Knock Loose comes out, and I know they really wanted to see him, so I was like, "Follow me. I'm gonna get to the front." And I like squeeze through, like I move hella people to get to the front. And I go, all right, boys, this is it. This is where boys become men. And it's like a long while until the band actually starts playing. We're just sitting there.
Hmm.
It's like suspenseful. And they come out first song, and I swear to God, I'm not moving. I'm like falling, but I'm standing up. You
What
know what I mean?
the? Oh,
I'm like ah,
jeez.
and I go, I gotta go. I gotta go, and I leave. I leave. Right? I don't even stay for one song. And walking to the back, I see some dude. His nose was bleeding.
What?
And then
What
later,
happened?
I don't know. I took a picture with him. I was like, "Yo, that's dope as fuck. Can I get a pic?" Took a pic and then left. Um, and later on, my friend Zach, who went with us, he went. all the way around because he went to the medical tent because his finger broke.
Oh, dog. What kind of like
This shit was a crazy
Oh my
show.
god.
This shit was absolute bonkers. Went to the back and got a little Coca Cola though. I was chilling.
Damn. Redonkulousness.
It was pretty redonk. No kizzy. But back 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 to the concerts question. Your favorite concert was, drumroll please. I forgot.
The Chloe Moriando one.
The Chloe Miranda one. Right. Um, Second question. How's
hmm
how's college? Is it
Honestly,
stressful?
yes and no. I'm a communications and music double major, so it's not it's like my friend sent me a meme the other day where it's like when you're a music major, so you have like a mixtape due at 12. And honestly, that's kind of how it is. Um, yeah, same thing with communications. It's like all I gotta like say is like, oh, bitch is like a feminine slur that people use and reclaim, and then I get an A plus. Like that's.
Okay, okay.
Um, but I because I'm double majoring and I started double majoring late, I take 18 hours, which is like
Oh my lord.
full time and a half of like college. Um,
Damn.
so yeah, it's a little bit intense, and because it's music, I don't really have to study so much as like I gotta practice.
Mhm.
Um, and so I can't really like fake it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because that's not something that I can really like cheat on. Um, but I mean, I like it. Like it's fun because I go to like St. Mary's. It's a really small like department. Like I hang out mostly with music department friends.
Mhm.
Um, and actually, I just submitted my application yesterday for Battle of the Bands there on campus, which if I get first place, it would be I would play at Oyster Bake, which is like our school's
What?
big fiesta thing.
Mhm.
So I'm really excited, and they tell me this week if my band is gonna be able to perform for the actual Battle of the Bands competition. So I'm like hella hyped.
You got it in the bag. I was just gonna ask how's playing live. I bet that helps a lot with practice.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because there's one like practicing your voice and practicing guitar, but like practicing performance, you can't get better without like having to put yourself out there. I just played First Friday, well, this past Friday, and
Mhm.
that shit was so cool. I had so much fun. I was actually really nervous. Like the first four songs, it took me to like get comfortable, but I mean, I had people go out there to like just support me. It was really cool that people were like shopping and they would like stop and just turn to like listen. That was cool as hell. It was just overall really neat. And I think I'm getting a lot better with like my performances. I do think I gotta move around a little bit more. I kind of just stand there and play.
Mhm.
But overall, I think I make it like a pretty good time. Like people enjoy being there?
Mhm. You just gotta work on the stage presence, like
Yeah.
moving around and
hmm
such. You should try to learn how to do a backflip
Yeah, just like
at the end of
with
the
my
song
guitar.
with the guitar
Yeah,
in hand. With the
with
guitar
the
in hand.
guitar, yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. I would for sure stop and glance. Maybe even grab a
Not even
CD.
not even stare, just glance like in passing.
What like what the fuck? Did did she just flip with a guitar? But
Wow.
I was gonna ask you, what's your creative process in making a song?
Okay, so in making a song, so there's the lyrics and so there's lyrics, melody of the lyrics, and then like the guitar, right? So the accompaniment. For me, it's usually I have some words. So how do I start this? So before I was undiagnosed ADHD, I'm diagnosed now and I am medicated, so it does help me a lot. But what I realize is so what ADHD does is like it gives me a bunch of thoughts at once and I can't really make sense of them, so I just kind of say whatever and it helps me a lot with songwriting. So instead of like criticizing myself, which would keep me from writing stuff down, I just kind of write whatever like rhymes or whatever I'm thinking of or like an image or something. Um and because I'm not criticizing myself, it's a lot more creative or a lot more genuine, than like
Yeah.
a robot trying to crank out like some words. And then I just kind of have fun on the guitar, I guess. This thing that I read was like, what is it? Mediocre artists copy, or no, yeah, mediocre artists copy and great artists steal. And so basically, it's like, why reinvent the wheel? If somebody already has like a chord progression that I really like, or a rhythm that I really like, I just take it and then modify it, change it a little bit, and then have fun with it with the lyrics that I wrote. And so that's kind of how I go about it.
I was gonna agree with the stealing part. Absolutely. My whole artistic creative view is literally stealing shit and just putting it on my canvas. I sometimes take pictures and I'm like, I'm gonna steal that. That shit's mine. Like I was driving Billy home the other day and I was like, you see that truck? That shit's mine. Snap. That's mine now. But so what do you take? Not ADHD, Adderall? Or
Vyvanse. It's a lot. So Vyvanse is this like essentially the same thing as Adderall, except Adderall is just like legal speed, so it hits you a lot harder. But with Vyvanse, I just take it in the morning and it like slowly disperses like throughout a 12-hour period versus I think Adderall is only every 4 hours. So I don't know. It's not as physically wearing, if that makes sense. Because what ADHD medications do is, yeah, they fix the dopamine chemicals or the lack of dopamine in your brain.
mm,
But it also, because of that, it also just happens to raise your heart rate a lot. And so, the faster your heart is working, it kind of wears on it. So, like people with heart problems and ADHD typically can't take Adderall or Vyvanse because it affects them. And so for me, I'd rather just take Vyvanse because it's a lot safer and a lot, what is it? Not as abrupt, if that makes sense. Like I take it and I don't feel it until like an hour and a half later. And then throughout the day, it's just there, which is nice. As opposed to like Adderall. I think they came out with a study not too long ago that like people or kids that had been raised taking Adderall throughout their teenage years were starting to develop symptoms of schizophrenia. And I was like, I'm good. Like you know, do not need that.
Vibrance, link in bio. Uh, get it today. Get it now. It's like hymns.
Yeah, your local CVS.
The local CVS.
If you use my code, I make $20.
Use use code Angie, and we get a 20% off on every order. God bless
That's
America.
funny.
God bless America. What's your favorite song you've created?
Okay. I think the most recent one, which is called Head On Collision, which I played at First Friday, but I don't have any recordings of it out yet because I have just kind of finished writing it. Head On Collision. So, um, basically, I had had a boyfriend for like 6 months, and we broke up because I found out he had been cheating on me for essentially 3 of those 6 months, which was
Dick move for
awful.
sure.
I honestly fumbled the bag on his end, but on my end, I feel pretty good that I don't have to drag around that kind of baggage.
Big
Like
dub, big W.
yeah, exactly. But at the time when he did break up with me, I knew that because he cheated on me, I broke up with him and I knew that I shouldn't go back to him, right? But at the same time, I knew it was so painful and it hurt so bad. So when I was writing the song, or when I had been telling my parents like, yeah, he cheated on me, and everybody was so like confused because they're like, oh, we all thought he cared about you, and I was like, yeah, me too. We were wrong, you know. Um, and my mom had described it. She's like, "That's crazy. It's like a head-on collision, at night with like no lights on. Like nobody saw it coming." And I was like, "That is so real. I'm gonna go write that down." And I did.
Got it.
um, yeah, like the same thing stealing. Like anything you say to me can and will be used in a song. And
It's like
so
it means more.
yeah, and I was like, that's exactly what it felt like, And so I had this idea of starting off the song about like what is it? I think it starts off like I slam on my brakes and I hold my breath, trembling on the phone while you say you have no defense, right? Like he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, like I don't know why I did it. And so the entire song is, I guess it is more of a personal thing. Because usually most of my songs are like the feelings might be personal, but the story that I'm saying is not mine. It's just a story that I'm writing.
Hmm.
But this song was very much like
It's your story
me.
to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, like those were very specific things. That song has like a bunch of like little gold pieces that I'm really proud of. Like there's a line that's one of the verses that says, I stayed in my room and I prayed for your call. You made me turn to a God I don't believe in at all. Me personally, I'm not religious, right? But that when you're so desperate, you're like, I'm going to things I've never have before just to like ease the pain that you caused, and you won't even like pick up the phone. You can't even like see how I'm doing, you know?
Hmm.
Um, I thought that was really cool. I write these things and then I'm like, wow, that's pretty neat. Um, and so throughout the song, it's this thing where it's like, oh, like I just don't understand, right? Like this ongoing concept of like, I don't understand. Why is this happening? Like this is so painful. Um, and then by the end of the song, it's, I pick up the pieces that you left and I breathe in again, which is basically like you pick it up and you stop holding your breath, waiting for something for them to come back because they don't. And so you breathe in again and you start over. And that's kind of how the song ends. And I love that song because it always sounds like I'm on the brink of crying. I'm not going to, but it is such an emotional song. And I think of all the songs I've ever done, that one, I think performance wise, just comes the easiest to me to perform, you know?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
cause,
know.
'cause like
It's
you said,
just
it's your
mhm.
story. Like, when it means more to you, you feel more passionate and you go all out for it. It's like having a baby.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
That is literally your baby. Shout out to your baby.
Shout out to my little baby.
Um, so hot conversation, hot. Let's switch it on over to drum roll, please. How did you start? How did you all start this music? Like, why did you start making music?
Okay. Okay. So my dad growing up played guitar. Never like in a band or anything. He would just play like tidbits of song on guitar
Hmm.
growing up. So I was like, oh, I wanted to learn how to play. And so when I was little, my dad got us like a little piano and a little guitar, started teaching us. I think the first time I ever like performed in public, quote unquote, was for my fourth grade class. I took my guitar and I played, I think, what is it? Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift. Um, yeah, and it was a finger picking song, which is difficult than, or at least more difficult than just drumming.
Yeah,
Um, and I was infatuated with Taylor Swift because I also wanted to like songwrite because I loved writing and I loved music. And I was like, perfect, like songwriting and performing your own songs is kind of like a mix.
yeah, right.
But whatchamacallit, I think when I was little, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be famous. And then I was around people who definitely did not think that I was going to be and made that very clear with the way that they spoke to me. And I think I stopped and I kind of just dropped it. And I didn't take it seriously until I think 2018-ish. We were out at some market and he was saying like the person that was in charge was like, yeah, we're looking for musicians. And me and Kasha, my sister, had just recorded like not like recorded in a studio, just recorded like on our phone. Like we were just messing around with like a song.
Hmm.
And he was like, that's dope. Come play for us. So we had to buy like a little PA system and we started playing there. And then I just kind of kept playing, kept playing. The pandemic hit, so I stopped. And even at that, I don't think I had really taken it seriously. It was just like me going out to like play, but it was the same joint, so it wasn't really like me going out for jobs.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it wasn't until 2 years ago that I was like, I think it'd be really cool for me to study music. Like I have enough extra like time um in college that I could be able to put some of those credit hours to music. And so I did, I double majored. And after that, I started really picking up on like my songwriting and like music. And especially being around all the musicians, it like pushed me to like definitely want to take it more seriously. And I think the past year, I would say I've really grown. as being like a quote unquote professional musician, which is crazy because like I get paid, like that's my job, you know? And I don't think I ever really thought that it could be that way. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of how I got into this. And so this is an ongoing thing for me that I hope I get to keep doing in the future.
In the process of becoming a superstar. Sorry, that was a yawn disguised as a hype, but it
That's
worked
fair.
though.
No,
Worked though.
much appreciated. Yes.
Of course, of course. I am waiting for the day that I see Angie and Lights.
That'd be crazy cool.
It'd be
Yeah.
crazy because you'd be on fire. That's what I'm seeing. Like literally on fire.
Lit in flames.
In flames, like full Lady Gaga, New York. I mean, not New York, Las Vegas. God bless
Oh my
America.
gosh.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up
Okay.
from the songs, from the lullabies, the doodads, if you will. Um, you're talking about your dad. How's your relationships with them, with your
Um,
family?
yeah, I have a really good relationship with my family. I like it's not perfect. Like I definitely think like, you know, growing up it was them figuring out how to be parents in the
Definitely,
world that they wanted to be in because they were raised in poverty and they were both, you know, they're both coming from Mexican households and so discipline and talking to your children was very different for them in the life that they came from.
for
And
sure.
so with us, they didn't want to like beat the hell out of us. They didn't want to treat us like some like just dismissive, you know, annoyance. And so they really did want to have like a nice family. And so I think we're really lucky that they put so much time and effort into practicing being such good parents. Like me and my sister were raised like in middle school, especially, we read self-help books like as a family
Oh,
on communication and like knowing what your goals are and stuff, which is a privilege to have parents who are so involved in what you do, you know?
yeah.
Um, which is funny because because my dad is so much into music, um, he doesn't like play out there or anything, but he's always kind of not my manager, but more like my mentor. And so he's always really helping me with like, well, you need to like focus on like getting like more songs copyrighted, or maybe the next thing's recording, or you should really invest in this and that. Um, and so having someone who is older and does know enough to help makes it that much easier because navigating the music industry is difficult. Um, you know, or like even where to get started. I mean, it's kind of like that for any entrepreneurial like beginning, but it's nice that I don't have to do it alone, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's your
Hmm.
dad, which is a W. Having your
Yeah.
dad help you out. Come on now. Who wouldn't want that? That's dope as fuck. What's it called? What does he play? Like what type of music does he enjoy strumming?
So when he's on the guitar, he likes playing more like outlaw country. So that's like Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard. That's kind of what I was raised listening to when he would play on guitar. Also Texas music, which would be like Guy Clark, Towns Van Zandt, which is it is like country music, but like more like folksy Americana. And so that's what he plays. I think right now he's getting more into like um not jazz, but
Lil
like
Nas
gypsy
X.
jazz. Yeah, no, no, exactly like that. um but yeah, so it's always really nice to, which actually is a really big influence on like the music I write and the music I like performing. But because I was also raised, you know, obviously like the radio, like pop and all this,
Yeah, yeah.
I like my mix. Like, I guess you can see it more in like my performance outfits, if you will, that they're Western, but they're not like going to the rodeo country Western. It's like the same thing. It's kind of like the 70s, like weird
It's a
hippie Western,
little
but I love
flashy.
it.
Come on, a little
Yeah.
flashy. There's that one silver top you have. It
The
is
blue one. Yeah, yeah. No, I know. Oh, wait, no.
maybe it's
The
the blue one.
maybe.
Maybe. um, But as you're saying on the radio, what's your favorite? What was your favorite song back in the day, like a child? And then I want to know your favorite one now, obviously. But as a child, what was that one song you had?
Let's see. What was the one song? I'm trying to think because when we were little, we would come home from like elementary school, like we were really little, and we would go on the computer and we'd put like Michael Jackson and the Beatles. We were so obsessed. I remember one birthday though, I had whatchamacallit, I think I had Valerie by Amy Winehouse playing on repeat.
Hmm.
Which I think is so funny because I loved that song so much growing up. Um, but then like now it's in my repertoire. So whenever I open any like gig, when I start playing, Valerie's the first one I play because it makes me so like comfortable. Like kind of helps me get rid of the nerves because I've done it so many times, so I'm comfortable with the song. But then just like the song itself brings me joy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and the wait, let's see. The song that I've been obsessed with like the past like 2 days is oh, you know what? My all-time favorite song now has been Miss Atomic Bomb
Miss Atomic
by
Bomb.
The Killers. Um
Ooh. Hmm.
yeah, and I think it has been since my freshman year of high school. That's one of those songs that like I remember the first time that I really like used it as a way of like comfort. Um it was like my first football game as a freshman, and I came back home because I was so excited to hang out with like friends or something, and they ended up not wanting to hang out with me. They ended up going to do something else. And when I got home, I was so sad. And I sat or I laid down in my bed, I kind of just looked up at the ceiling and I was playing that song in the background. And part of the song is like, you're what does it say? It says like, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. And I was like, when I get older, everyone's gonna wish that they had a piece of me growing up. Of
Yeah.
course, I don't see it like that now. Like, I mean, yes, but also like, hey, if I'm not your vibe, I'm not your vibe. Like, I don't. It's no hard feelings, right? But as a 15-year-old like girl, like all I wanted to do was like be a part of something.
Yeah.
And so that song has always been I don't know. I mean, the Killers are so good, and that song, the way it begins, feels like when you start to run and like pick up speed, like you're running towards something. And I love that song so much because it makes me feel like, you know what, you can get past anything. Like you can get up from anything. And so yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite song now.
Whenever a song can really feel my emotion, like I can see myself in the song. I can feel that emotion. It just makes it even more better. And
Hmm.
that's why my favorite song ever, like it's gonna be "This Till I Die," is "Glitter" by Tyler the Creator, because I could cry, laugh, fucking get angry, get hype as fuck to that song. Like that is my song. That is the song of choice when it comes to me. That's the Henny of
Yes.
songs.
I was talking to my sister about this the other day where it's like, a song is good when it's not just for a specific emotion. It's just like it's weird because like we say like, oh yeah, like listen to music to like comfort or to like when you're sad, you listen to sad songs and there's something about it that like makes it feel like it's okay, like you're fine.
Yeah,
But like with those songs that are just so good, it's almost like they're just like a friend that's just there listening to you, right? But in this case, it's not you saying anything, it's just whatever you're feeling, those emotions, and they're right there to like reflect that back to you. And there's a sort of comfort that like if you're excited that the song is excited with you. If you're sad, the song's right there with you listening to you, which is so funny because really you're just listening to the song, but it's that like it's almost the best songs are the ones that amplify what you're feeling, but in the best way possible.
it's like when a good dancer is dancing to a song. It fits so well. My feelings fit so well to the song.
Yes, exactly like that.
Um, and I was going to ask as well. This is a question that has low key been my favorite to ask people. Only two other times, but do you have any supernatural or like fucking like Mothman, aliens, fucking ghost, anything strange has ever happened into your life?
Anything that has okay. Um yes. So I'm trying to okay, I just had one. Um yes, so one time when one time I was at the house alone, and I was homeschooled at this time and in middle school, and it was just me because it had been me and my sister Kasha, but then she went back to public school, so it was just me and my three dogs.
Mm,
And so sometimes I would just be there in the kitchen chilling, and they would go and bark at something in the living room, which is it's kind of like an open floor plan, so like there was nothing obstructing my view. Like I could see that there was nothing on the couch. There was not a bug, nothing, not a shadow, nothing. And sometimes I would go bark. And one time I had whatchamacallit? Oh, I was gonna go do my makeup. So I went to the downstairs bathroom to go get my makeup stuff. And so when I went in, the door closed behind me. And this wasn't a big deal. The big deal happened when the dogs started barking really loud. And I told them to hush, right? And they didn't. They kept barking. And so I was grabbing my makeup and I heard like my sister being like shh, like hush, right? Um and I was grabbing my makeup, and then it dawned on me that my sister wasn't there. I was there by myself. So I immediately got out of the room because I was like, okay, who? Because the dogs stopped barking, and I was like, who? He told my dogs to like be quiet. Um, and after that, it was like a string of just weird shit going on. Like, I'd be in my desk or at my desk, and I'd hear like it's like someone trying to catch my attention, like hey, or like hello, or it's just something, right? Like a noise, and but there's nothing ever there. Weird as hell. It was
yeah, that you can't explain it. You can't explain it.
no,
Cause
it
like
was just
I was gonna give you an example. Last time Andres was telling me a story that he saw a ghost, and he said like it was right up into his face, and I was like, even if that's not even a ghost, that's still like a fucking a woman in front of you, and you're
yeah,
like
like
a little
it's
child. That's scary as fuck. That's scary as fuck. I don't know. I'd be scared too. Um. So did you ever talk to your parents about it? Like, did anyone ever find out what it was, or is it still a mystery to this day?
it's still a mystery to this day. My tia is very superstitious, and she said that she took a picture of the house, and there's like a bunch of like little orbs in the picture. But my parents, my dad is one of those people where it's like, don't talk about it. Like we don't need to be like wasting energy about it.
Mhm.
And my mom is like, don't talk about it, and don't talk about it like it's real. We don't want to figure out if it is, you know? Um,
That's
yeah.
valid. That's valid.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's very. She said when I was little, I used to, because she said that I used to babble a lot, obviously, as a baby. Like, that's just what I did. But I didn't have imaginary friends. Like, it wasn't like, oh, me and so and so are playing. It would be like, so and so told me to tell you this, right? And I was like, two. And she'd be like, what in the fuck? Because my dad was always out of town working. And so it was just me and my mom.
mm,
And so one time I pointed to the closet and I was like, my friend, wants you to leave so me and her can play, or me and my friend can play. I don't remember this because I was a baby, but my mom was like, tell your friend to leave and to never come back. And my mom was like, after that, we had to like go look for another apartment because she's like, I'm not messing with that. She's like, I don't know if it's real. She's like, maybe you did just have a friend, but she's like, the way that you were talking about it didn't sound like just some kid that you made up in your head, right? And so she was like, we're not gonna, don't invite anything like that.
we ain't
Don't.
risking it. We ain't risking
Yeah.
it. I can respect
Mm,
it. Come on. They're smart. They're not the ones who die in the movies. Come on.
no, yeah. Uh,
Did you ever wish that maybe you stayed and found like had a ghost story, like you levitated or some shit?
um, honestly, no. When we were little, my dad had us watch The Sixth Sense, which is that one where it's like, I see dead people.
Yeah.
And that's movie scarred me because I was always like obsessed with paranormal things. So like the thing about me is like if it might scare me, but I will want to know everything about it. Like I don't know, like
No, no, no.
Pennywise and stuff. Like it
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
terrifying, but I love like learning about like the story behind it and stuff.
The
Like that's so
lore.
cool. Yeah, no, I'm a big lore fan. We'll get into that in a bit. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, so after The Sixth Sense, I was like, I am really glad that I don't have to like see anything or hear anything because I don't think I would be able to make it, like truly.
Huh. freaking I know what you mean though. Like I don't like scary movies at all, but I do love researching and like looking at shit about it.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Like uh frick, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something before I was gonna say this other thing. That's what's freaking me out. But I was gonna say right now, in the fucking, you know everything about it, right? Like you know the books and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, the way that they beat Pennywise, like the little freaking
But
seance,
the
the,
uh-huh.
it's fucked.
Like, that's so, like I think that is so funny,
They run a
right?
train on
Because
this girl.
like, I was like, "That is the dumbest thing." But, I mean, wasn't he, like, straight up on drugs writing this?
Yeah, Stephen King was a big coke. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know for sure. In Minecraft, he's a big coke fiend. Mhm.
Minecraft?
In Minecraft, for sure. The legalities,
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
def
Minecraft.
defamation of character. Uh, 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 freaking frogs. I was going to ask. Oh, okay. Well, you kind of answered it earlier about the Cardi concert, but I was gonna say, do you have a favorite Rick moment? Just because I'm a narcissist. This is another question I'm gonna start asking guests.
No, I would say that that one's my favorite just because the fact that I've told other people about the fact that that's what you did, I feel like that's, like, I don't know, pretty epic, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, "Yeah, no, I had this friend and he did this and whatever," and I pull up the account and I'll be like, "Look, that's him,"
It's
you
literally
know?
footage. There's live footage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dog was, like, in it, like, he was there.
I was in it to win.
Um,
I was not getting those balcony seats. We was winning.
screw that. Yeah, no, so I think that one, just because I've talked about it multiple times.
Multiple. Who have you told? Who have you told? If you can recall. If
Let's see. They're mostly my music department friends because, we'll talk about like gigs and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you're not gonna believe this. I just like will and bring it up. Um, but yeah, mainly my department friends.
the the will of Rick will live on through the mouths of the people, as I always like to say.
Exactly.
They hated
Yeah.
Jesus and they hated me. I would say that, I said that like in speech class. I don't know why. I think it was cause no, I really don't know why. I think I was just bantering with the lady. Oh,
That's
I was
funny.
like making jokes. I was making jokes. But mind you, this is not an average class. This is like a very rare class I was talking in. I would not speak in
Mhm.
classes at all, but this was a rare occasion. And she'd be like, stop making one, stop saying stuff. And I go, they hated Jesus and they hated me. Or like she'd say something about my project because it was so crazy. Speaking of crazy, bro, I made a fucking project about Kanye, and I was like, this is why Kanye's the go.
No.
It was before, you know what I mean?
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, fair.
It was before pre whatever happened. You know what I mean?
Pre-COVID?
Pre
Like
COVID,
pre
pre whatever happened. God bless America. God,
I don't even remember when stuff started going downhill.
I don't even know, little bro. I do not know, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Um,
What
oh,
are your favorite slang words?
Kizzy is a very funny one. Kizzy, Kizzard, Kizard, Kiz,
No kizzy.
no Kizzy, no Capper. Come on, what are you talking about?
Damn.
Um, freaking, I've been saying freaking frogs. Oh, I've been oh my Lanta is a good one I like using. Oh my Lanta, little when I do something or I do something crazy, I'm like, oh my
You
Lanta.
said it earlier. I was like, where? Okay.
Um, what else? What else? I recently said this isn't really slang. This is just me saying shit. I like saying the Ovila with the sousaphone. Do you know the Ovila with the sousaphone?
Theo what?
The Ovila with the sousaphone.
Violet?
The Ovila with the sousaphone. I was so high one night with Gage Azra and Jonathan. We went to IHOP. I honestly don't remember the night, and they were telling me, dog, you were so high at at IHOP, you weren't even saying anything. You were just looking down. And we're leaving IHOP and getting in the car. We're driving a little bit, and I looked at Gage, and I'm like, Gage, how's it been? How's the and I wait for I'm like, what am I? What is it? The old the and then I just say the old violet with the sousaphone,
Oh my god.
and the car goes ape shit. And I just started saying it now. I just started saying it. I don't know why I said it. It's I say stuff just because I know it will be funny, but like I
Yeah,
don't
you're
mean
just
it.
a natural born comedian.
It's natural born, you know. I'll say shit that's like I feel bad and I go I'm sorry. Like sometimes
My bad.
I roast Rosie and like it's just because it's so funny and I'm like I'm sorry Rosie, I'm
Like
sorry.
borderline bullying. Just
But like in low key, Rosie, I think has adopted my style of comedy, and she's a fucking funny as fuck now. She be making me laugh so hard that like other people cannot.
damn. You have found your competitive equal.
My competitive equal maybe in like a couple years. I don't know about now. You know what I mean? Like let's not get ahead of ourselves, Angie. Like chill out, chill out. Fuck, what was it? I did train her. This was fun. Like last year, it was me, her, and Solo, and I was training them how to take bong rips and shit, like how to fucking hang with the big boys.
Hmm.
And Rosie did take massive hits, but now she's low key a lightweight. Calling out Rosie right here.
Damn.
This is a full blown calling out Rosie. Rosie's been out of the game. Her numbers have been so low this past season, and it's honestly kind of pathetic, I would say. Angie, wouldn't you agree that Rosie just has not been putting the numbers in this season?
Yeah, no, from what I've seen, there's really been a dip. I don't think the effort's there. I think we just need a more of like a, I don't know, like a team player attitude. Something's wrong. We definitely gotta figure it out. I don't know what is it? The game attitude is all about right now.
It's for sure a loss because she was rookie of the year 3 years ago, and you hate seeing these first round draft picks just lose momentum at the fucking base start, and it's sad to see, but we're gonna have to bench her and see what we got to do in the next season. We're gonna be hitting the weights, we're gonna be hitting the gym, and honestly, I don't know what to tell you, but just say be ready for what happens next season, ladies and gentlemen. That was all I've done. Like Like that's the shit that I'm like, it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna post that as a fucking. I'm gonna clip that and then I'm gonna at Rosie at my story.
Damn, just straight up, not even wait for her to like listen to it. Just like, here you
Nah,
go.
full blown call out. And I'm gonna
Damn.
cut this part too. So like, Rosie, if you're listening to this, bro, your mama, bro. We're gonna be doing the retreat at the Applebee's Hotel, which is where Rosie works. So I'm looking forward to getting into a little shenanigans and messing with Rosie while she's at work.
Not the shenanigans.
That'll be pretty fun. Pretty
Some
fun.
hooliganism.
Hooliganism for sure,
Wow.
some shenan, no gins. What are your favorite slang words?
I mean, they're not like too bad. I like saying word a lot. I don't know,
Word's
just
a good
as a
one.
form of acknowledgement. Yeah, like word, like oh. The other one's like dog. I don't know. I used to never say it, and then I just picked up on it because everyone in the department's from the fucking south side, and so everybody says it. And so I just picked it up, and so now I say dog for everything. I don't even say bro anymore. It's just dog. I like
Dog's
saying
good,
bruv,
bruv.
bruv. I bruv. Like I don't know. That's so funny. Um, let's see, I'm trying to think.
Well, you said word. I do like saying word, but now I've kind of evolved it to going like Microsoft Word.
Ah, okay, like
Add,
a
add a
little intro to the slang.
add a little intro, getting it dolled up. Um,
Dolled up.
Dog is another one I loved using back in the day. I'm telling you, before I started saying like middle school, no one was saying dog. As soon as I say dog, they all say dog. I was
Damn.
before
You
my
really
time.
do build the trends. Yeah.
I was before my time. Dude, there was this one time in middle school where some kid brought a fidget spinner that was made of Legos, and the like administrator took it, and he was on the stage at lunch, and I turn around and I realize what the fucking fidget spinner is like. What it's fucking what it looks like, and it's a fucking
Oh.
swastika.
Oh my god.
And so I'm like at the lunch table turning around looking at it, I'm like, what the fuck, like just pointing at it. And
Oh
I don't,
my
I don't think I
god.
don't think anyone else noticed until I said what the fuck, and then my table noticed. I don't think if any of the other lunch noticed. He was on stage though. One
Oh my
time,
god.
one time we booed the principal because she kicked out a kid.
You.
We all booed her.
Wow.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was like the day after 9/11.
Oh my god.
We came together for a cause,
United as one.
for to free Hector. We should have done that the last day of school. She was wearing a choker. This is an older woman, by the way, too.
What? Literally, what is going on?
Luna, I guess. Where'd you go to middle
D-
school?
It w- fucking Luna. My Longhorn through and through.
You're a Longhorn through and through. Come on now. You're a Luna Longhorn?
Yes.
Let's fucking go!
Damn. I probably still have the stupid little gym shorts somewhere. Like,
Dog, those everyone got those gym shorts. Those gym shorts are goaded. I don't have them, but like that's only because I always lost them, and I wouldn't. I once I lost them, I just borrow them. You just gotta borrow them. Have you ever borrowed gym
fair.
shorts?
I don't know. No, I was always afraid of like getting in trouble. I was always like, um, super good in front of teachers. I was always afraid of like getting yelled at coming back home, and so I was always like on time. Always had my like little gym clothes.
I was always good too, but like I would get into some shit that like I was just like fuck. Like I was real nice. Like all the teachers like no nothing, no delays, no nothing. But there'd be like sometimes I'd like slip up and they're like bro, oh, and they
Dog.
had to write me up. Not write me up. I
Damn.
don't think I've been written up since like fifth grade, but at least one time every year in elementary.
Damn. Wow.
Wow,
No,
wow.
yeah, I was written up once in fifth grade, and then, or no, fourth grade, and then never again.
It was always for like saying cuss words or like doing something that wasn't even my fault. I didn't even do anything. Like
You were innocent.
I was for real innocent. There was like one time in the morning, I think it was
As
like
whack.
first grade, and I'm just like walking to my class after breakfast, and this girl in my class is like, let's go to the playground, and we all know we cannot go to the playground in the like. What are you talking about, little bro? We cannot go there. And I go, okay, I guess. And we go, and we got caught. We got fucking caught.
Oh,
And it wasn't. I like at the time I did not think of anything, but I think that girl liked me. I didn't. I thought we were just gonna go play on the swings or some shit. I peed in the woods.
oh my,
Uh,
what?
it was pretty. It was real primal out there. I was like, this is my land. Like I'm a little kid. I was in my land. Like we're out here. No one else is out here. This is all us.
Oh my
But
god.
we got caught and I got fucking rid up. And I was like, fuck you.
Damn.
I had beef with her. I had beef with her. I was like, fuck you got me in trouble, bro. Fuck you. I didn't say fuck you. I didn't say fuck you, but I was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Why? She's like, why are you angry at me? I was like, you got me in trouble. She wasn't even in my grade. I mean, not grade.
Damn.
Not even my grade. Class is what I was gonna say.
Mm.
Other time, I made up like a little thing, and it wasn't even that deep. It was like it was stupid because like we're kids. And this now it doesn't mean shit, but I was like DS means dick sucker, and then some kid said it at school, and then it got back to me. He's like, he made it up, and I'm like, I didn't even say it on grounds. I was in the principal's like, I was in the principal's was like, I didn't even say here. I didn't even say here. No one
That's
caught me.
funny.
I'm innocent. I
Wow.
so I get in trouble for like shit I didn't even do.
People just snitch on you, huh?
They just, they hated Jesus and they hate me. That's all I gotta say.
Oh
Um,
my god.
was I was gonna say something else. Well, no, actually, I don't. I think I hit all the questions on my notes. Let's fucking go, bro. Before writing down notes, I was lost. I don't know I forgot who told me. I'm pretty sure it was. Nah, I'm blanking. But shout out to them. I'll give them their roses later. Um, they were telling me, yeah, you should probably just write stuff because it's easier. Uh, oh, it was Chris, I think. It was like, yeah, you should write that down. And because when I'm by myself, I get too focused on like drawing or working on whatever
Hmm.
that I just forget. And so I can also get lost into a conversation and then lose my of where I am.
Yeah.
And I just, you know how I'm like, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Because I have so many ideas in my head coming out at once that I don't know where to land it, and then it just gets lost in the pandemonium in there that I just go into a circle. So writing these notes is a game changer.
Wow. Well,
So
shout out to him then.
shout out to his family. Have you ever seen that clip of of fuck, what's his name? Uh if I spit words at you, do you think you could guess a song? Kid Cudi,
Probably
Kid Cudi, he did a song with like a DJ. Fuck, what's his name? Whatever, it doesn't really matter what his name is. Anyways, when George Floyd died, he goes,
uh-huh.
he's like doing this tribute, and he's like, I just want to say, like, it's like dun 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 dun, dun, like getting to a fucking like point. He's uh like this was for George Floyd, and the bass drops and he just like boom 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 boom. It was just so funny.
Oh my god.
Like a little rave set for George Floyd.
I I guess. I mean, appreciate like I don't know.
Like
Appreciation is like appreciation.
appreciation is appreciation, but it was just like a hype song to a man who just died.
Like read
I
the room.
read the room, little bro. Like our country's going into pieces right now. Dude, remember when Trump was like in office? Living in that time was crazy. I'm telling you, that election time was crazy.
The actual like the day he got elected, I remember the morning after I went to class and my first class, we all just looked at it because it was like a bunch of minorities, like um Asian, Filipino, Black, Mexican, obviously, right? And we all just kind of looked at each other and we're all like afraid. We didn't know what to fucking expect because that was my sophomore year. And my fucking teacher comes in, he's like, what are you guys like so like upset about? And I was like, dog, I will drop kick your ass. Like he was so like happy and excited. And I was like, why?
Remember when
Damn.
they failed to storm the Capitol? That day was crazy too.
That is honestly so embarrassing because like how are you gonna get so far? Like,
They
okay,
got in too.
like they got it, like, you know, if you're gonna okay, how does it like you go so far left that you go right where it's like destroy the government. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, how are you gonna get in there and then not do it? Like, I maybe don't kill people, but
I
like
thought
something.
you were gonna release secrets.
Y'all just went in there and
Took
took
a
like a
couple
free
pictures.
tour.
Took a
Like
couple
that was
pictures, bro. They got all of them because of the pictures they took.
like they're so oh my god,
Have you seen?
dumb as hell.
It's like it's HBO. Andrew Callahan has a documentary of the events leading to the Capitol riot. Like
Oh wow.
he's going like town to town, like talking to like real far right people. It's real bizarre because like there's this family that like believes in Q like it's God, like they
Oh god.
like it's a Christian family, but it's QAnon. It was real surreal. It was crazy.
Jesus.
All right. So we're at the bottom of the pod. We're at the bottom of the pod. I would you like to tell us what you have lined up in the future for your superstar rise?
For my superstar rise, I think this year is really gonna be like heavy on like the recording and putting out music and like I don't know, maybe like fun little merch and like doing collabs. Like I know I had asked you like, oh, like would you be down? And you said yes on like a post, just like I don't know, I really like the way that you like do your Instagram posts and stuff. And
Hmm.
so I think like different collabs with different artists, local artists, and really just like recording and putting out my music finally, I think is kind of what I'm really focusing on this year.
For you said merch, I would be down if you need help for making a design for your merch.
Hells yeah.
Hell's yeah.
Damn,
Well,
everyone. So everyone like watch out for that. What is it? Merch collab coming soon.
merch collab of the century, of the decade, of the renaissance that is to come,
Riveting.
the renaissance of art that is coming out of San Antonio. But I'm going to take this fat ass hit to end it. I've never taken a second hit. This is the first time
Oh
taking a second
damn.
hit.
I'm
I'm
honored.
I'm going to get blazed as fuck and go eat some ramen with some motherfucking brisket. God bless America.
God bless America.
Oh my god. Oh my legs.
Yup, there it is.
Yep. There it is, folks. God bless America.
God
Like
bless America. We
like
out.
like and subscribe.